Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Ultimate learning!
Yeah, man. It's your boy Golly Glocksmith, Iconic Mindsets, and I'm down here with Ultimate Learning. We've got some experiments and them things there we're going to be going on off with. You get me? In fact, let me show you what I've got. We've got some hydrogen peroxide, we've got some tubes, drugs, water. Yeah, man, we've got some good stuff going off here. What's this? Alright. I'm not going to show you too much, you know, none of them. Listen, go and check out the rest of Daniel Henry's interview and then come back. I'll show you what I'm going, yeah? Bless.
Hi, my name is Daniel Henry and I'm the owner of Unit 3 Music.
Alright. And alright, so can you explain how Unit 3 came about?
So I'm a business partner. Been doing music for about 15 years, probably more, DJing, and he took it on. I went into more youth work, and then we came together about 3 years ago and said, you know what, we can combine the music and the youth projects and stuff like that I work with, and then come together, build a studio, something we wanted to do since we was about 14, 15 when we first started DJing. And yeah, here we are, come together, bumped heads together and said, yeah, anything's possible. So here we are. I didn't think it was going to look like this, but yeah, man.
It's looking sick in here as well, man. I like it. Very professional.
I got a shout out Double for that, because he came up with the colouring, the ideas, the lowering the ceiling, and yeah, man, it's done wonders.
Alright, so where is Unit 3 so that people know where to find you?
So Unit 3 is in Long Eaton, so it's in between Nottingham and Derby. It's like 8 miles each way. So we do some stuff in the community, but we do a lot in Nottingham and Derby as well. It's not too far for people to come to the studio as well, so it works out great.
True.
Yeah,
True.
Great.
And alright then, so I know personally that you do a lot more than just music. You do a lot of youth work and a lot of type of community based work now. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Through Derby County Community Trust, I got the chance to go to Kenya in 2014, so I got a funded placement. I went for an interview, and they gave me a funded placement, so basically they paid for me to go over there and do some charity work. That first year was amazing. Went there, low confidence, no drive, no passion. It's something I would like to do, but I'd never sign up. I'd never have the motivation to just let me go sign up and raise the money to go over to Kenya and stuff like that. So getting that funded placement done me wonders. Went over there, beautiful country. I call it my second home now. I've been there 6 years on the trot now.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Obviously, it's my own people. So I went there with 35 volunteers, and out of the 35 volunteers, there's only 2 black members there. So when we went to the projects, it was a bit crazy, because when we walked in the gates, the kids looked, just staring at me like, what, like, because they associate charity work with a lot of white people. So seeing a black face, a face what looks like theirs, person looks like them, it was a bit shocking. It was like the younger kids would come up to me, rubbing my skin to make sure I'm not wearing no makeup or something, like trying to, some fancy dress. It was mad, but so it was. They greeted me differently. Obviously, I'm their people, I'm their brother, and that. So I was getting mad love, and I feel like I have a different connection to the people over the kids we work with, the teachers, the whole community than a lot of the other volunteers, because like I say, it's like my brothers and sisters, man. So doing that for 6 years. What we do out there is we fundraise before we go, so we raise quite a lot of money, and we send it over there to buy materials for like building work. It could be education, equipment, all different type of things. We do loads of stuff over there. So we had an orphanage and a school, but over the last 5 years, we built it up that much. It's self-sustainable, and that's what the model is all about. Is getting these schools and helping them stand on their own 2 feet, and and giving the community more of an opportunity of getting a decent education and getting themselves out of the slums, because every project's based in the slums. So we've got 5 projects now. I lead one of the projects, Ghana, definitely the best project, obviously.
What's the project called?
No, the school's called Ghana Academy.
Okay.
Project, we ain't got a project name. We've just got, so what it is, every volunteer, we have 5 different groups of volunteers, and within the 2 weeks, only 2 weeks, it's not, for me it's not long enough, but that's how the trip is. It's 2 weeks. It's based on, like, we try and get as much teachers out there, and that around the time we go, it's I think it's school holidays, it's a break or a holiday, and teachers that they can access holidays around that time. Okay. So anyway, so we do building work, teaching, what else do we do? We go out into the communities, we do home visits, so we actually go and see exactly how the kids live and stuff like that. So we'll select a few kids and we'll show the volunteers the reality of where they live. So you see them coming through the gates in the morning, all happy, all day, buzzing, just loving, learning new stuff, playing with the friends and stuff like that. And then you get to see exactly what they're going back to. And sometimes it's probably not even the size of half of this room with a sheet in the middle. So behind the sheet could be the bedroom, and there might be just one, if they're lucky, one, what's it called? I'm losing my words now. Just like, basically, like half a bed in the corner, and there'll be like 6 people that have to share that one bed. Mattress, that's what I was looking for.
No, that didn't give you no help, you know.
Mattress. You know, simple thing. That's a dyslexia kid should do.
Yo.
Anyway, yeah, man, it's eye-opening, man.
So if someone wanted to help out with that project, like, how would they help out, or what could they do? Or?
So to get what involved.
Yeah, like it like as far as in, like, I don't know, maybe donating anything or whatever it is.
So basically, every volunteer raises their own. So basically, every volunteer's got a target to make, and that will more than half of it is going to the projects out there, and the rest. So what I do, I already pay for my flight and accommodation, so I cover that, and then I raise probably 1,500, and that will go straight to the projects out there. Some of it goes back to Derby County Community Trust, because they're a charity in itself. So they do a lot around Derby. Obviously I work for them, so I can tell you what they do. They work with old people, they work with homeless, mental health, work in schools, community based projects to stop like anti-gang crime, stuff like that. Work with the police to build the bridges between the community and the police. That's just half of what they do, and obviously they go to Kenya and do stuff like that, so that's where the money's going as well. So you can get more information on Derby County Community Trust website. So they'll have on the homepage they'll have a spot for, it will say Ramsden, Kenya. You click onto that and it will tell you all about the trip, all about each project, how you can get involved. If not, you can get in contact with me. Facebook, Daniel Henry. Instagram is Henster underscore gram. Or email unit 3, that's unit 03 music at hotmail.com, and yeah, send a message and I'll happily send you all the information about how you can get involved and what you can do. Even if you don't have the opportunity to go over there, there's still stuff you can help, like fundraising. Hopefully we're waiting on a company to get back to us to see if they would help us with funding a shipment of like containers or containers of clothing and stuff like that, like school equipment to go over. So that's what we used to do, but we haven't got the funding anymore. But hopefully this year or next year, 2020.
Easy. I thought I'd take this quick moment and just come talk to my brethren while he's doing something. Just say what I'm going to them.
What's going on, man? What's going on? Ultimate learning. You know what we're about. Education in a different way.
Yo, it's killing it out here. Yo,
subscribe to that Ultimate Learning. YouTube it. Instagram it.
Well, so what's this you doing now?
We're just mixing the catalyst now, you know, bro. This is gonna be for the big one. So you see at the last video, the one that everyone's got to be waiting for. This is the catalyst that we need to set it all off. Boom.
Yeah, man. I like what's going on with this thing, yeah. Nah, car.
Something different.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Something different.
Man's trying to teach him in the right way, though. You know what I mean, like.
There you go, bro. We can do something.
See if we spin it round, see this how they eat them. So how long you been doing this with Ultimate Learning?
Yeah, so basically I'm a science teacher. Not many people know that, to be honest. I'm a science teacher in a school, always been in Nottingham. And about 6-7 years ago, I started like private tutoring and, you know, teaching kids at home privately and in groups. And that's where Ultimate Learning started, bro. And then it got into, obviously I've seen a lot of the kids are looking on YouTube and they're looking at experiments on YouTube that they don't really do in school too much. So Ultimate Learning is about, we do what the schools don't do. So you log into us and you see experiments like what we're doing today, that, you know, schools will do them, but on a much smaller scale. We're about 10xing. We just 10x it. You know what I mean? We want to make it big, make it memorable, and it's for the kids as well. So, you know, the kids enjoy it. The kids can enjoy science. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, bro.
Nah, I hear that. I have to give you the big fist for that still, cause it's a different approach with this thing, man.
Well, you know what it is, bro? Like, I think when you're on education, and a lot of people get put off by education, they think it's boring and it's not relevant to them. But as you can see today, we're doing something that's, look, we've got 10 young people engaged, wanting to learn more about it, wanting to do the experiments. And that's what we're about. Try and do one every week, keep them entertained.
Yeah, man.
Me first. No, let Day go first. Let Day go first.
Don't want to stop.
Stop. Stop. That's a lot.
No, tear off them leaves.
Stop.
We're not promoting it. Alright, put your you lot have some food colouring and then take the label off, yeah?
Yes.
Take your label off for me now, Elisha. So we're not
That's your man.
not promoting it.
I got mine. Why do we need to take off our label? Mine has Teddy. Why do we need to take off our label?
We don't need to have their labels all
Is it
over.
water?
They don't want to sponsor.
No, don't make it spill. Put your lid on it, please.
They don't want us to sponsor them with their water. I mean, we're not really sponsoring
Take your
them.
label off.
Oh, it's cold, man.
Easy. So explain what the youth them are doing right now for me, bro.
I don't even know what it's called, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm ready to intro.
Oh, fam, let me see if I can put you on the spot again then. What we working with today? What side you on?
Hydrogen peroxide.
Aye, see, my clutch saying, yeah, man, I got this time.
Press record, you're gonna leave this camera alone, yeah?
Is that cool?
That's it, yeah. You gotta get the whole thing.
Put it away.
Right.
2, 1.
That is humongous. That is humongous.
Yo! You see how man's going on with the thing though? Man's got the drone out and all sorts. In fact, yo, you know what? Furthermore, if you need drone material, photography, videography, get at me. I got you. Trust me. Websites, all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can't wait to see how this looks when it goes out. The kids' experiment. You know what I mean? And furthermore, without this next interview, without the guy from this next interview, then we wouldn't have been able to do this. So thank you for letting us use your space and all them things there. But let me stop the talking and let's see what they got to say, Carl. We're trying to get some more Serenas and Venus out here. Yeah, can you introduce yourself for the people, please?
Yeah, so I'm Martin Jones and I'm the director of Active Ace here within the Park Estate.
All right, and can you tell us a bit about Active Ace, please?
Yeah, so Active Ace is primarily we do tennis in multiple venues and we coach youngsters from as young as 3 all the way up to adults 103. So we have a session for everybody. Our motto is really getting out and getting active. So trying to get people off computers, off the couch, and just bring them out into the outdoors, get some fresh air, and come play the great sport of tennis.
And what's the age groups that you deal with here?
Yeah, so we do everything. So we've got a TOTS tennis session, which range from 3 and 4 year olds, and then we've got the mini tennis red program, which is 4 to 8 year olds, and then mini orange is 8 to 9 year olds, and then mini green, you see some of them playing behind, they're 10 and under, and then we've got 11 and over. That's the full ball going into adults, and we've got sessions for everybody. And if anybody's wanting to come and play, we always offer a free session, so it doesn't cost anything to come and try the sessions.
Oh, that's pretty good. And how would it find you, like online or?
Yeah, so if you want to get in touch with us, our telephone number is 0115 933 8363, or you can visit Active Ace, that's ACTIVE ace.co.uk.
Perfect. But one more. Let me ask you two more questions. In fact, what's been your biggest hurdle so far?
So yeah, so the biggest hurdle for us is just trying to get out there to say we're here doing tennis. There's so many people doing tennis, and I think it's great that people are doing the activities at other venues, and we try to fit in. So we're not just, if you want to play tennis and you live somewhere nearer your tennis club, we'd like to put you in touch with that tennis club. So we're not really proud of saying, come play with us, it's only us. We want to share the fact that you can play tennis anywhere, for any club, any venue. We just want to see you out there getting active.
And if you've got any advice for anyone that's trying to get into tennis, like what would be your biggest word of advice?
Yeah, so the first thing is just have fun, try. So I was very late starting tennis, so I started tennis at 11 years old, and now I coach full time and I own my own business, and I became an apprentice in tennis. So the thing for me is do try and, from a young age, play as young as you can, and just enjoy the sport. But don't put too much pressure on yourself. You know, tennis you can start later. And there are many facets into where you can go with tennis: coaching, commentary. There's lots of other avenues, bar just being a tennis player.
Perfect. Yeah, listen, mate, you've been a diamond today. Thanks again for what you've done for us today. And that'll be it. Oh,
brilliant.
Well, I'll definitely make sure that I put the contact details and any links underneath and in the video as well.
That's brilliant. Thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy and hope to see you on court.
Cheers. Thanks, bro.
No problem. Right, you lot. Okay, so.
Get really like a good.
That's it. Yeah, very good.
So listen, even if you got any Venuses and Serenas out there, or any young budding tennis players, then make sure you holler at them activates. They're down in the park, in Park Estate, right? Now, before I go, I was just kind of interested to find out, like, Daniel, how you get into all this?
So I'll tell you a bit about my journey. Okay, so a lot of people know my family business, Jamaican Ways. I worked there full time from the age of 16, and then I got to about 8 years now. Actually, sorry, 8 years ago, and I said I always wanted to do something in music and work with young people, especially young people, just people in general, people that need help and stuff like that. So I left family business to follow my passion. Went back to college, did my GCSEs again. I left school without any GCSEs. I was really dyslexic as well, so that kind of knocked my confidence in academic side stuff, and yeah, confidence was very low. So what I did is went back to college, did about 3 years of voluntary work. So that was with autistic people. I did some stuff with Derbyshire Yacht and Derby County Community Trust. The trust offered me a paid position after a couple of months, and then I got a position in a secure unit. That's like a prison for under 18s. So you're working with a lot of high profile cases, and definitely got some experience in there, some ups and downs.
Oh, all right, true. I hear you, fam. I hear you. You know what? Anyone that's trying to get involved in that type of work, make sure you holler at him. Like I said, the contact details will be in the bottom in the description. Remember, if you got any budding Venus and Serenas, then get in contact with Activates down there at the Park Estate. You know what I mean? And make sure you check out Ultimate Learning. Like, they got some real interesting stuff going on, man. I like the way they're approaching it with the learning and the experiments for the kids. So like, make sure you check out all of them things there, and give the youth them the heads up on that one day. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this one up. You know what I mean? Like, I'll check you in the next one. Keep it blessed. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell notification, share it, all that. You get me? Keep it iconic.